High power laser pointer offences and penalty bill introduction.
It is our privilege to stand and speak on this members' bill.
Madam Speaker, this is a members' bill in my name.
I rise and I will congratulate the member.
Here at Parliament, the government are not the only people that can write new bills. Any MP can propose a new bill, and they're all thrown into a ballot, and they're drawn out of this, a biscuit tin. Time to chat with National MP Hamish Walker, who has had a bit of biscuit tin luck.
Yes, I'm actually lucky. It's the second time in my first year that I've had a members' bill pulled, which is fantastic because I had other MPs coming up to me saying I've been here for 10 or 20 years and I've never had one out of the biscuit tin. So it's basically the Pilots Airlines Association have been calling for this for a while now. It basically doubles the imprisonment sentence for anyone caught without a valid excuse with a high-powered laser from 3 to 6 months. It also doubles the fine from $2,000 to $4,000. But it's really what it comes down to is safety. We've had more and more of these incidents occurring each year. Last year we had 155 incidents. The year before that, around about 140. So these incidents are occurring more and more. So it's really just an increase in the penalty in terms of the financial penalty, the imprisonment sentence available to judges. And the third part of the bill was basically currently under law, you can point a laser from your own private property and get away from it.
Yeah,
if you're in public land,
yeah.
You can't. So this enables someone to be fined or put in prison if they're caught with a high-powered laser without an excuse on their private land.
This law just amends one that was already passed a few years ago to try and deal with this problem, which was on top of a previous one to try and deal with this problem. So there was a law against the possession of lasers, and then there was a law against the use of lasers, and then this sort of increases the penalty. But the actual use of the actual incidents keeps going up. Do you think this will have an impact, or do we need to think slightly broader than this?
Yes, quite clearly the current laws aren't working as intended. You've got to look at the penalties and sentences available. By increasing those from 3 to 6 months in prison and from $2,000 to $4,000, hopefully that will have an effect on people. Before they use these dangerous instruments, they'll think twice.
Now, members' bills, there's a variety of kinds of bills, and some people have bills that are very personal, things they really care about. But other bills are just sort of allocated, aren't they? Is that what this bill is? This is sort of one that the party writes and that you take?
This one affects basically anywhere that has an airport. So in my electorate in Clutha Southland, we've got Queenstown Airport, which is in the news at the moment for obvious reasons, experience huge amounts of growth. Basically anywhere with an airport this will affect or apply to. But no, this was originally drafted up by Chris Bishop and passed on to me. So Chris did a wonderful job drafting the bill. So Chris does need some credit as well.
Any idea whether or not you'll gain support from the other parties around Parliament?
Yeah, as it was drawn out only 5 or 6 days ago, I'm in the process of writing to all the spokespersons of the other parties. I've met with the Airline Pilots Association, other pilots that have been affected by lasers. As I said before, these are very serious consequences if a pilot has temporary blindness, the resulting headache. It's not like driving a car where you can sort of hopefully safely stop. If you're about to land a plane and you get blindness from these lasers, I mean, as you know, the effects can be absolutely horrific. One thing which will be interesting is the submissions around whether or not we make it banned completely or we just make it, basically you've got to have a valid reason for having possession of a high-powered laser.
He hōtaka e puaki nā tētahi pūtea āwhina nō mai I te pāremata. Kia ora.